there should be some reinstatement of bringing back the royal families, and then make Britain obligated to fulfill a duty as recognizing the royal family, and they would have to return royal family treasures to royal families, because again, the history of royal families started in Ethiopia.
What is your plan for the future? Because you were here in historic event, in historic day.
ፈጠራው ሚስጣንችን ጌታ ኢትዮጵያ እንደገና ስሯት ምሁር መቼም ጥሩ ነው። እናመሰግናለን።
About the King Tewodros. So what is your next plan to do something on Tewodros or on the family?
For that, I think that I would love to find her here in Ethiopia. This is home for me. I want to be here. I think even for my family, I think here to have the one for me, because it's millions of beautiful women, cordial women here. So, I mean, I enjoy being around them. I know I can't have them all. I just want that one special one for me. So, after learning and seeing Ethiopian history, I had to research and I find these things to be true. So the history there is not just Ethiopian history, but it has become world history, and that world history has always been those of African descent, as they would call it today. So it opened up a lot of eyes. Even still, to me, I still discover and see new things in Ethiopia that I'm just in amazement. So I'm very proud of who I am and who I come from and my people. And just the Ethiopians need to know that you are a great people. You always have been. And your place in the world has not been taken. It's just every time you have to renew your history. You know, you have to renew things. And I think that's what Tewodros II represented. He renewed, he unified, he restored something that was already there, but he brought it into something now that say, hey, listen, we need to come together because of our greatness. If we're separated, we will fall. So I think history should leave him as the preserver, the unifier, someone who has sacrificed himself to show that, you know, we have a greatness, and never forget it. Never.
A lot of priceless books and artifacts of King Tewodros. After his days in Makrara, the British army took these old materials, old books, Brahna books, ancient books, historical items, to London and other European countries. They are found even there, and they didn't come back to their own country. What do you say about it?
Well, what I learned from that event is that all those books that they have, they are studying, and trying to get all the secrets they can. But what I do know, and it will come out sooner than later, is that Tewodros, a lot of the sacred books, he given those to the Philistines to keep away, because the way the Philistines were treated and regarded at the time, they were what you call not seen as a threat or important, to the fact that if he hid certain sacred texts there, that no one but would search the Philistines to get those texts. But he knew that keeping all the texts, that he knew the history of Ethiopia and the knowledge that was there. So Tewodros fought to protect and secure those. However, a lot of the Vatican have the books. A lot is written in Giz, the language. So, I mean, if we can get that history, if we can come up with something to get the majority of what was taken, I think that there will be a fulfillment. It'll be a sign of goodwill gesture to bring about peace and better relations, because those texts had to have a lot of power for them to worry about getting it out of Ethiopia. So, Ethiopia is a place that had the Ark of the Covenant, so Ethiopia is known in history as having a lot of sacred things. And so, yes, it's upsetting to know that all these texts and tablets and Talbots are everywhere else. So hopefully one day those can come back to Ethiopia.
The impossible become possible. King Tewodros came to our life, and if you get him now, what do you tell to him?
Never. That's a new. Wow. Now you really made me think. Now I've never been asked anything like that. The first thing I would humbly do is I would be in a position to bow before the Emperor King and say I'm a Saganalu and every word I can that I know to show the appreciation for his sacrifice and everything that he has done. But it'd be hard to really explain that. I just think that it'd be hard for me to talk. I'd just be looking at it. It's like this is unreal. This is too amazing. But I would have to tell for him that you inspired millions of people, and there's no greater joy than to have someone like you in our life that came in history. Regardless if me and him are family. This is something a person has done to say they sacrificed themselves for a country. I had to respect that. With him being family, it's a lot more deeper, a lot more emotional. But I had to look at it from both angles. I mean, this is one person I call a one of a kind. So I don't know how many words I could tell for him. I just had to look at him and I'll probably tears come out or something. But I would just say thank you, because now after 150 years, we understand what you sacrificed, and then there's no greater love than a man that would lay down his life for his own people. That's even in the Bible, and so he done it.